You need mom.
You need mom. Good night.
You want to go to bed? Why don't you finish the movie first?
You're tired? Okay.
God, you were terrible.
I know.
Oh, it didn't record. I'm just kidding.
Hey everyone. I'm Sandy. This is Eric.
Hey.
We've been married 18 years, met 20 years ago, and I have been following this guy around in the Navy for 18 years, and we decided we're going to go live on a sailboat in 2 years when retirement comes up.
Yeah.
Or he decided. I agreed to come along.
She agreed. It was that's a story for another day. But yeah. So I dropped it on her just like that. Honey, I want to go live on a boat. And so this is our 3-year plan, kind of to get there. I'm like she said, I'm in the Navy. Have been for 22 years. Getting ready to retire in a couple of years, and we're gonna go live on a boat. Why? Do it for the kids. So we got 3 kids. Right now they're 13, 11, and 4. They're all about to turn another year in age. By the time we get to the boat in 2019, they'll be, Grace will be
first grade,
15,
8th grade, and 10th grade, I think? Yeah.
They'll be getting up there. So anyway, yeah, time's getting short, obviously. Doing it for the adventure. Some of the places we've lived, we've lived all over the world. Lived in Japan, and we spent a lot of time in Florida. We love Florida.
Yeah, mostly Florida.
Mostly Florida.
Pensacola, Jacksonville, Key West twice.
And Virginia, and Japan. I guess that's really it.
Yeah.
Done a lot of deployments though.
Now Albuquerque.
And now we're in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Sailor in a landlocked state. That's what I tell people. People say, "What are you doing there?" But I'm in a joint command. They got all branches. So anyway, like I said, we got 3 kids. We want to go spend time with them. We want to do the adventure. I had a buddy at work that when I was in Key West, he was always telling me about, I grew up on a boat. It was great. It was awesome. His parents still live on a boat down in the Virgin Islands, St. Thomas, I believe. He told me some stories when we were on watch together that just amazed me, and I was like, I want to do that. I want to do that. And then about almost a year ago now, I was like, I want to do that. We would love living in the Keys. We had just left Key West, and we were all pretty like, we want to go back. We were living in Virginia. And I was just like, I'm getting out of the Navy and I want to go live there. So we set in plan of motion to make that happen. Saving money, So where we're at now? Okay, where are we at now?
Well, that's another story too in Virginia, because we expected to retire out of Virginia, and
Right.
then Navy had other plans. So we ended up in Albuquerque, so it kind of pushed
Right.
the sailing forward, back, forward, I don't know, whichever way.
Sailing got pushed back.
Got moved.
Got moved back a
2
little
years
bit.
later.
So yeah, I was at a command in Virginia. I was actually in Maryland. I was stationed in Maryland, and the command got shut down. So I got kind of last second orders here to Albuquerque, and then when I got here, we decided last year that this was going to be the Twilight Tour, and I was going to retire from the military. So now we're at the point of just everything is how are we going to get to the boat? How are we going to get to the boat? Like when we got here, before we got here, it was garage sales and yard sale pages, and I don't know what all you were on getting rid of stuff.
Purging.
Yeah, purging. So to get there, we also realized we were going to have to do some homeschooling. So we knew homeschooling was going to be in our future. And when we got here, we heard that the public school system, and specifically the school district, or the school that
the middle school that our older 2 would go to.
Yeah, that school was rated a 1 out of 10 on, I believe it was gradeschools.com, and I was given like an F rating on a couple of other websites, and we just said that's a non-starter. Our kids aren't going to go there. We want to get moving towards the boat anyway, so we signed them up for a state-run online.
Yeah, an online charter school.
That's what it is. Connections Academy, right?
Yes.
Is that right? Yeah, Connections Academy. So that's what they're doing now. They just started this last week, so that's kind of where we're at. We're first week into homeschooling. We're new parents to homeschooling, so it's been so far good. Kids were on board with it. They didn't fight us.
No, good so far. I mean, it's different adjusting, setting school hours, and teaching discipline to sit down and do the work. But no, it's nice to get up and have that freedom, and not to get up at 6:30 in the morning and sit in the dark for the school bus, and then for our oldest Grace to ride the bus an hour to school and an hour home. Yeah, so that's that's a nice change pace. But,
So homeschooling is where we're at.
Yeah.
So what we plan to do, we plan to blog the whole thing. There's a lot of people out there that are saying, oh, we did it, and this is what we're doing now, but nobody ever did the, I haven't seen anybody that did the story leading up to it. So that's kind of what we're doing. This is our story leading up to it. This is the beginning. This is the start, kind of like 5 months in. This is homeschool has started. We bought a camper. We've started camping last weekend.
This is back.
So we bought the camper. That's where we were at. So we bought the camper, learning tight quarters living. Last weekend was our first, 2 weeks ago was our first trip. We did 3 days. This coming weekend we're doing 4 days.
Yeah.
So I'm taking the lead. We're going to start doing more camping trips together. We've got some trips out to the Grand Canyon. Basically, we want to take advantage of the time we have here because we're never coming back to the desert. We already know that. We're not desert people.
It's great to visit, but it's not home.
We're lucky in that respect that neither one of us want to live in A, the cold, or B, the desert. So we're going to go live on a boat in the ocean, somewhere tropical, hopefully.
With the heat and the humidity, because that's kind of our jam.
We like heat and humidity. So anyway, the camper is it's our experiment for seeing how we do with the kids. Some of the stuff we plan to show in these videos over the next 22 months or so until we actually shove off. We'll talk a lot about homeschooling. I'm sure that's going to be a lot. What else?
Still more downsizing. We'll have
More
to get rid of
downsizing.
everything in the entire house.
We still have a ton of
pretty
stuff
much.
to get rid of. Some of it we still need. It's been kind of hard to make decisions on what to get rid of now. There's already been stuff that I've sold in garage sales that, the next day I was like, oh, why did I sell that? Now I need it.
I know, I did that yesterday.
Yeah, with the slides.
Yeah.
So anyway, how we're going to get ready, so we're going to take boating courses. We're probably going to do a bare boats charter next year, or barefoot charter, sorry.
Yes.
Which is just going out on a boat. You basically charter a sailing catamaran. Maybe some more on the decisions on what boats we're going to get. Right now, we're leaning towards a Lagoon 50. We've been to a boat show. That was, we've seen a bunch of different types. I think personally that's the one, but we'll see. We're going to take first aid courses. We'll probably have to learn about pharmacology. We've got to do financial planning. We've got to do provisioning. Yeah, and I guess the only other thing is really money. Talk about money. So I'm fortunate that I'll be getting a retirement check from the military, and that's going to be the base of it. But I also do software programming, web development. So I'm hoping to start moonlighting, doing that here in the next year, drum up some business doing that, and then have some kind of a sustainable workload when we get out there. And Sandy, you also do.
Yeah, well,
she's a graphic designer. She's really good.
so I can continue graphic design while we're gone, but I'm going to have to sell the business, hands-on business, cutting vinyl. Obviously, I can't do that from sea and ship out. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Well, maybe we'll morph it into something. We don't know.
who
Anyway,
knows? A lot can
we got
happen in 2 years.
22 months to figure it out, but this is the start. This is the beginning. This is us getting, comfortable in front of the camera. We sat here for 10 minutes debating on even how we were going to start this thing, so, it's
That's
done
us.
now. Number one's done.
That's right.
Yeah, so I guess the only thing left is subscribe. Never said that before. But subscribe below, I think, is how people do it.
I think it's below or above or somewhere.
It's below, I believe.
Just follow us on our YouTube page. You guys can figure it out.
And then we'll be blogging everything, blogging and logging on HomeAdrift.com. So that'll be our main website, and then we already have Instagram.com/HomeAdrift, Facebook.com.
You can just say at HomeAdrift.
Yeah.
On Instagram and Facebook.
Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. It's coming, but you got to have 100 followers and X number of posts. There's
We'll figure that
some
out.
requirements for YouTube, but we'll get it. So eventually it'll be YouTube HomeAdrift.
So
anyway,
follow so we can get our name on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Subscribe,
Subscribe. There you go.
like, share, and 22 months from now, hopefully we're pushing off a doc and posting that on YouTube.
That's right, and that'll be a whole nother adventure. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Thanks
night,
for
guys.
watching. God, you were terrible.
I know.
Oh, it didn't record. I was kidding.